Hello, my name is Darlene Van Manavon. I'm formerly the chef and owner of Thumb. I'm going to be here with you today. We're doing a new recipe with some winter vegetables. We're doing mushroom fried rice with roasted winter vegetables, and we're going to be featuring some great produce from Wisconsin. Today we're going to be using a lot of produce that you're going to see at pretty much any grocery store, but also you're going to see right now seasonally here in Milwaukee. We've got some squash, some potatoes, carrots, mushrooms. In addition to that, we're going to be using some garlic, some shallots, a little bit of ginger, and then some beautiful rice, also sourced here in Milwaukee. Lao food with the world, because it's something that hasn't been done. I think on the scale that a lot of other food cultures have been able to display. Because a lot of people haven't been in the United States that long. My family came here in the 70s, and they were some of the earlier refugees to come over here. So I do see a lot of refugees, even my age, that have come over in the last 20 years. And I think that because there wasn't a lot of earlier immigrants prior to the 70s, it didn't really give Lao food the opportunity to get the food culture out yet. But a lot of first generation Lao people are now trying to preserve the culture. And our parents and grandparents slowly are fading away, and I think a lot of us are trying to preserve that culture, the language, the food. And one thing about Lao people is, like, food is basically our love language. There's a lot of history that's painful with Lao people and how they got to this country. So I think food is a really good way for Lao people to introduce our culture in a way that's less scary to people, because we did come here during the war. Laos was devastated during the war, and everyone that came here came to seek refuge. So sharing through food, I think, is an easier, more comfortable way for a lot of people to get to know cultures. So I think that's one thing that you're seeing now, is a lot of people are learning about their culture, but finding an outlet to share with culture through food, through music, through things that are more pleasant to deal with, especially during a pandemic, which is where a lot of Lao food started to kind of come out of. You see it all over the country in the last 2 years. Lao food has really come into its own. So I think that pandemic encouraged a lot of Lao refugees to share their culture too. And I almost think, in a way, it's kind of full circle, because that's how a lot of Lao people came over here, was to seek refuge. And then sharing that safe space with a lot of people during this pandemic is, I think, a way a lot of Laotian Americans have been able to deal with it.